here.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. And he's taking no chances there. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
Hernandez.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
And he gets rid in a hurry. There's the shot! Straight at the keeper.
Bruno Fernandes simply had to do better than that. He blew a great chance for me.
Japan! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, that defence is perplexed by the fact they've allowed him the space.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Lewandowski, he's one-on-one! Can he finish? He's scored! Hot knife through butter, they have done it again!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Japan are doing very nicely, thank you.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
He can run onto that. Mbappe! Oh, that's fabulous. Bruno Fernandes. And Garnacho. Hernandez. Now it's Odegaard. That is a great pick out. Oh, no joy this time. And he cuts out the supply. And that's another good win of the ball. Oh, super find. Danger averted for now. And they're quick to get it back. That's a throw. Barcelona are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. That's an excellent interception. Valverde clears it away. He's shifting through the gears here. Alexander-Arnold gets it clear. Lewandowski, it's Levin! Oh, taken with style! Oh, offside.
Yeah, the referee hadn't spotted his assistant's raised flag. He has now, so he's ruled the goal out for offside.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. And reclaimed it in a trice. Mbappe. And there's green grass ahead of him.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Kimmich, good driving run. Van Dijk goes on a charge down the left. And he's managed to get free. Oh, that was vital. Oh, what a mistake! And we hit half-time. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Yeah, chins have dropped, heads are down, and half-time couldn't have come at a better time.
Hello attendees, this is a lost children's announcement. Would the father of a boy in a blue hat kindly make his way to the information center?
Here we go again.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial. Whatever happens, that's the kind...
Diving header! Now that was a full-blooded header.
Lewandowski instinctively knew that it was his best option. The planning beat the execution, though.
Lewandowski! Denied by an instinctive save.
Lewandowski clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And that has been cleared. It's a loose ball. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Bruno Fernandes, spread neatly. And the shot! It's in, and that looks to me very much like an own goal.
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
He's got away.
Barcelona have...
That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And that's going to be a booking. Rodri does really well to win the ball there. And it's Lewandowski. Garnacho providing an outlet on that flank. Alexander-Arnold carries the ball down the right. Now it's Lewandowski. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
The attendance for this match was 72,306.
Barcelona are definitely going about this the right way.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Can he latch on to this? I think that's a corner. Yes, it is.
Substitution in progress.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. And the keeper beats it away. Japan are looking to go forward now. Ronaldo looking to run onto it. He has found the way through. And here's Foden. Foden going face-to-face with his great rival. Barcelona have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo! He scores! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe. Swift, incisive, deadly, all done in a matter of seconds.
Well, this is a well-rehearsed drill. As soon as possession is regained, the commitment to attack is lethal.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Oh, shooting chance! And more, and more, and more!
The goal scorer for Japan.
And they are pulling clear here.
72 minutes is...
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
So now the difference is 3. Oh, that's a key interception.
Substitutions taking place.
Rashford. Half an hour gone in the second half. Can he get onto this? Oh, he's been caught on it here! Just too much on that. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Cleared away. Odegaard. No surprise at all that this is the guy who's had such a positive impact.
Well, not only can a player of such high calibre show the imagination to set up a goal, but he can also produce when the pressure's on to deliver a big moment. This guy was born to create.
Barcelona have their second corner now. Keeper has taken decisive action. Great chance! Corner number 3 coming up. Hernandez getting this one clear. It's gone out for a throw-in. Messi. Caught offside that time. Bruno Fernandes. That looks a good ball through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Lewis Skelly gets over and intercepts. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Kimmich, out to the left it goes. Japan looking to pass their way through. Oh, good spread. Odegaard. Kane. That was quite a test for the goalkeeper. Corner number 4 coming up here. Ribéry can get it clear. And now they can spring out of defence.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Can he finish? It's there! Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? 5 minutes to add. Quality ball. He could be in here. Great ball if he can get... Oh, he's been caught napping! He is just caressing the ball. Foden! And a terrific save from the... And that is as far as it goes. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit. And those are very good qualities that might have got them... So hello and welcome one and all to the chills and hopefully the thrills of this snowy evening. Teams here passionately supported, but this is going to be a testing evening. The conditions will require of them something just a little bit more. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now and...
Shapes to shoot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, he did get himself into a good position, something for him to cling to.
Valverde. And here's Højlund. Shaw in acres of space out wide. Casemiro. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Trent Alexander-Arnold is a key component, particularly in teams that play on the counter. Okay, you have the pace and the overlapping, but add to that his excellent work ethic, deliveries and his willingness to get back and cover. All qualities I really like. And then there's a whole...
He's got a side of goal! Goulet. It's Bellingham. And he's being shifted off it. Shaw. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Garcia. Casemiro with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Ugarte. Wasn't easy on the eye, but it's done its job. Fran Garcia. It's gone for a throw-in. Bellingham. Bellingham has been caught there, it's a foul. Not much doubt about who's going to take this one. Ugarte. Madrid yet to have an attempt on goal. Shaw. Bruno Fernandes. De Ligt. Mazraoui. Maguire. Mazraoui. And Maguire, and they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. De Ligt. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. Out of play for a throw. And that's definitely not his best. Fran Garcia. Casemiro. Now Mazraoui. Casemiro. He's had it taken off him. Zirkzee. Højlund. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Højlund takes control of it and he's on the move. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And he cuts out the supply. Goulet. Bola does well to get it back. Valverde. And it's Shaw. Garcia. And he's had it nicked away. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Nice ball, and he's in here. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. And that has been slung wide. Not the most accurate pass. Fran Garcia. Goulet. Ugarte. Zirkzee. Højlund. Vinicius Junior. Casemiro. Passing is crisp and sharp. Bruno Fernandes. There's the shot! Now, who's going to... Oh, what has happened here?
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Fran Garcia. Madrid are looking to break at pace. Garcia. And it's half-time here. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, this has proved a very frustrating day so far, especially for the strikers. Nothing has been created for them. I think the service has been extremely poor.
Madrid head to the dressing room, not yet having broken through. Tight, cagey game. Neither team any further forward than they were when they started out. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Zirkzee. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Zirkzee. Rudiger. Tchouaméni. And Gula. Tchouaméni. It's Rudiger.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be
He
commended.
could be in here. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Howson. Oh, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. Højlund. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Gula gets a foot in here. And that is expertly dealt with. Goulet. Rudiger. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Well, there's a probing ball. Ugarte.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Valverde. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He can run onto that. Can he finish? And he has kicked it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Madrid are looking to go forward now. Bruno Fernandes. Nice sequence of passes, this. Has a go! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Højlund deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
And now they can spring out of defence. And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Casemiro. He's looking... Real chance! It's in! That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal!
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
Manchester United have fired themselves in front.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Some resolute defending there. Shaw. 75 minutes played. Shaw is fouled. He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rate it in or suffer the consequences.
Speculative strike. And no one is overly concerned about that.
Well, he's hit it well enough for me. I suppose it could be a deliberate attempt to just draw that defence out.
Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Great defending, strong and determined.
Manchester United surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Alexander-Arnold. Bruno Fernandes. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye.
Such good technique.
He's gone for goal. Well read, nice interception. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Well, it's...
And the shot! And it's hoisted clear. Garcia. Alexander-Arnold. Vinicius Junior. Just 5 minutes remaining now. He's shifting through the gears here.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Højlund is onto this. Højlund unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Oh, that's a fine interception. Garcia. No, that's been intercepted. Shaw could try cutting inside here. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
I've been in this position myself, and this will be difficult to take. They did everything right but score, but at least I suppose they can reflect on a few positives from this one.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Si van a hacer uso de nuestros puestos de comida.
So the ground throws open its gates and embraces all comers, despite less than perfect conditions. A warm welcome to all of you on what is, in fact, a very, very cold night, and snow here will play its part in the match. This is Peter Drury, and next to me, providing insights, will be Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
If you're just joining us, tries a shot! Goal! Manchester United! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence, and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
En el minuto 8, el dorsal 11.
So, a breakthrough already. Chouameni. That's Rudiger. Bellingham. For Valverde. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Good running, strong and purposeful. Shaw. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Manchester United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Stood up well to him there. Valverde gets a foot in here. Garcia. And he's managed to get free. Oh, right place, right time. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Diogo Dalot.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Ugarte. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And he's made sure that's not getting through. De Ligt cuts out the pass. Shaw. And here's Højlund.
Manchester United really have found that there.
He's good for goal! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Valverde. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Aims beyond the defence. Goalkeeper's ball. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Zirkzee, just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Valverde. Goulet, it's a pretty loose pass. Bellingham. There's no flag. And they can counter here. Diogo Dalot. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. It's a good spell of possession, this. Can he finish? And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Really was just waiting to pounce on any slip-up, and he was gifted a chance.
Alexander-Arnold. That's the throw.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
It's a promising position. Diogo Dalot. And they win it back again. Can he get away here?
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Tchouaméni running with the ball. Casemiro. De Ligt. Oh, they could be caught out here. Valverde. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well played. That has snuffed. Could be danger here. It's run loose here. He's shifting through the gears here. That is a brilliant And we hit half-time. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Here we go again then.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Might be danger here. Has a go! He's scored! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
And yes, it's him again. Manchester United are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
It's a good foot in there. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Bellingham. And Güler.
Manchester United have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Ugarte.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Nicely aimed pass.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Oh no, he's got that wrong. Howson gets it clear. Ugarte. Casemiro. Quarter of an hour into the second half.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
Zirkzee. And it's Shaw. Shaw touches it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Looks for the finish! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Manchester United certainly look a very capable counter-attacking team. They're direct, they're quick, and to be honest, they're full of belief that it'll pay off.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Hoyland. Out to the left it goes. Ugarte. Foul right on the edge of the box. It could go either way here. Madrid really could have done without this. The chance to pull further clear. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, he dipped into a world of focus then and dismissed any distraction.
Gol del Manchester United. Marcó en el minuto 69 el dorsal 8.
A case now of complete control. Chouameni. He's a sharp little ball here. He's had a shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Yes! Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Manchester United are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Time and again they are repelled. Shaw. Half an hour gone in the second half. Shot at goal! Out of play, and it is a goal kick. Good effort from distance. Howson. Goulet. Pinches it off him. Pressing high and with purpose. That is good alertness. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Hoyland! Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Madrid present their opponents with the best possible chance here. Courtois, in the context of the game, he must save it. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
Gol del Manchester United.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Oh, he's been unstoppable in this match. Every single time he's been in possession, he's looked a threat.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. And it's Shaw. Keeper's ball. De Ligt spots it and intercepts. Diogo Dalot. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, the ball's gone astray. And he's picked it up out wide. Chouameni does really well to win the ball there. Oh, it's come loose. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. Oh, not quite. Howson gets rid without sophistication.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Habrá 5 minutos de descuento.
Real chance! And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Mazraoui with the slide tackle there. That's a throw. And here's Bruno Fernandes. He's having a hit! Well, it was a chance, but meat and drink for the keeper. Howson. Decent hit! It's a loose ball. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
Well, welcome everybody to a night which will be testing for all sorts of reasons. Big game, but a game being played in conditions which are well short of ideal. We have snow falling, and the underfoot conditions could be really trying. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. And already we're underway here. Has a go! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, this guy, Wataru Endo, to me, Peter, really makes up the heart, the legs and the lungs of the team. He has a tactical intelligence that when everybody else tends to pile forward, then he has to put himself in a covering position and deal with whatever re-emerges at times. And he's expert at dealing with that, at getting around the pitch.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Now, he's just misjudged that one. Endo. Amat gets across to intercept that. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And he's managed to get free. Goalkeeper's ball. Played back in. Quarter of an hour played. Indonesia still without a single shot on target. Minamino. Oh, played through for the wide man. Shot could be on. Oh, he's been caught napping. Kamada. And they're back on the ball again. Real chance! Goal! Japan!
Indonesia really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Japan have taken the lead.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Indonesia are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Indonesia are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. He's had a hit! It's loose now and they want to get it back. That's a little off target. Has a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Japan certainly look a very capable counter-attacking team. They're direct, they're quick, and to be honest, they're full of belief that it'll pay off.
Played out to the right. Just eases him off the ball. Kubo. So, what can they make of this? Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it.
This is what good chemistry is all about. Indonesia certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Foot in.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
No way through there. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Now the finish! He scores! And with that goal comes comfort.
Kubo totally got a step ahead of everyone else then. He already knew what he was going to do when the ball was on his way, and it was a pleasure to watch from here.
Things starting to look very comfortable. Tries a shot!
There will be 1 minute added time.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
And they can counter here. And it's half-time here. How would you review the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
So off we go once more.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Endo. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Amat.
Japan have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Kubo. In with the challenge.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Kubo stood up well to him there. And he's in on goal. Yep, it's a corner. Japan with the corner, they're first. And that has been cleared. Back into the middle. Indonesia have the chance to go the other way. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as...
Kubo! And that's another good... Has a look and has a go. And another try! And that's straight down the keeper's throat.
That's just literally playing into his hands. Oh, really well played.
Deftly done. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Endo did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And he was quick to react. Kubo. Now that's well seen too. Now what about a counter-attack? Out to the right.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
And the pass is intercepted. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Kamada. That's cause for mild irritation.
It's pretty much standard practice these days.
Great hit! Oh, it's come loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And he was alert to it. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Japan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Pass somewhat off target. Played out towards the right wing.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
No, that's been intercepted.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Kubo. Oh, super find. And the counter can be on now for Japan. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And that will be it. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who... Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, on the face of it, Peter,
Not just Nunez! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
well, Peter, he clearly felt he was being invited to shoot, and it wasn't the worst decision he could have made.
De Bruyne. João Neves. De Bruyne. And here's Haaland. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Bernardo Silva. He's a real box of tricks, Peter, with a super first touch and a really nice, silky smooth dribbling style. He's also got an eye for a telling pass, and he's a more than decent finisher too. What we don't usually comment on is his phenomenal work rate, and that will be a standout for this team over the course, I can assure you.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Haaland receives it in. Can he put it away? It's there! First blood drawn.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
So, a breakthrough already. That has not gone well. There's a sharp little ball here. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Quarter of an hour played. It's Dembele! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, I can understand why his thinking was that way inclined.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Matches Nunez. Now Ruben Diaz. Haaland is onto it in a flash. And that has put paid to that. Well, that pass isn't the best. It's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, he is not giving anything away. Reinders. De Bruyne. Oh, robust challenge. De Bruyne unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
Haaland. Bernardo Silva. He might be in here! And it's Bernardo Silva.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
That is a great pick out. It's a pretty loose pass. Played back.
Modern football for you, and all that pressing.
Reinders, who does have an assist to his name. Kvaratskhelia. Doué! Foden. Reinders. Now it's Haaland. Comes under pressure and it's come loose. Well, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right.
Might want to be careful there.
Not the most accurate pass. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Fabian Ruiz. He's gone forward. Well timed, excellent interception. Hakimi. That is good alertness. Passing is crisp and sharp. Aim forwards.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break. That's a modern defence.
He's got a side of goal! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Oh, and he's through the middle. He's had a shot! Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Pass somewhat off target. Haaland, and he cuts out the supply. And it's half-time here. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room, and while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0. Some first-half thoughts?
A lead that's fully justified for me. They've shown some excellent counter-attacking now, and it's paying dividends.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And if you have just joined us, and the header! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. Interesting ball. Good read, needed to be. Foden. Reinders. And it's De Bruyne.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Foden. Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. Haaland. Can he finish? In he goes again. Foden! It's a loose ball. Marquinhos. Defending was strong and firm. Haaland. Vitinha. Still just a single goal between the sides. Dembele in acres of space out wide. And a shot! That's a half-decent try. Matches Nunes. It's Bernardo Silva. It's a throw-in. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. Chance to finish. Just off target.
De Bruyne just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
Hakimi. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Peter, they're leaving nobody guessing now. This is a decisive attempt to go further in front.
Now it's Haaland. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Good running, strong and purposeful.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Shapes to shoot! And that is doing no harm at all.
Oh, no, that was a chance. What a chance. Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Doué. Shot to... Now the finish! He's scored! Paris Saint-Germain are back on level terms.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Can he get it through? It's a mighty effort! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Substitutions taking place.
So there's going to be another change here. That looks a good ball through. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
That looks a decent ball. Has a goal! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Akanji going full tilt down the left. Well, he's ended up in no man's land. That has been cut short. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now. Hits one!
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Substitution in progress.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Foden. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Hernandez.
4 added minutes has been
Fabian
indicated.
Ruiz matches Nunes promptly onto that, and that is that. And he's intervened well there. Dembele looking understandably energised after his goal. Hakimi. Ederson deals with it effortlessly. And there goes the final whistle. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead, and ultimately they lost the game. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, the game plan for me just looked a little confused, and the crowd seemed to pick up on this early on, and it just created a kind of negative vibe around the whole stadium, and I think this performance was one best deleted from the memory bank now.
And we come to you now with a quick request for support for our
So
World
just time for me to say
Charity Fund.
thanks to Jim for his wisdom, and to wish you all a very good evening. welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. And that gets things running. That's a little off target. Osimhen. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is... And the shots!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Shot at goal! It's off target and by quite a way.
Look, it was achievable, Peter, but it needed his best.
Foden engages and forces him off the ball. Yamal! What a wonderful goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
An act of charity, gratefully received. So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Akanji, and that's really well manoeuvred. Oh, that's a key interception. Barcelona leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Ribéry is wide and looking to get onto this. Yamal. Danilo. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Great ball if he can get there. Now it's Mbappe. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. And we have our very first corner. Oh, smashing header! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Yamal looking understandably energised after his goal. Oh, good take in a good area. Well read, and the danger is averted. And it's Van Dijk, and he's had it nicked away. Garnacho. Ødegaard, and he's in on goal. Chance! Oh, taken with style. And with that goal comes comfort.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
The turning of the screw.
It's Lewandowski! Oh, it's come off the upright. Has another goal! Yes! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Barcelona find a position of real strength now.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to...
Lewandowski! And one more! try. It's there. And with that, he takes home the match ball. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Lewandowski, and he's lost his man here. Oh, it's a foul there right on the edge of the box. Now the referee has given a free kick just outside the box. What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Bruno Fernandes! That was travelling. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few.
Tries a shot! Haaland! There it is!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
So, a breakthrough already. Garnacho. And he's picked out the run. Well read, and the danger is averted. Great! Oh, taken with style! Oh, flags up, so that won't count.
Oh, his goal-scoring celebrations are going to be cut short. The flag was up for offside, even if the referee didn't spot it straight away.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Quarter of an hour played. He's found a way through. Oh, not quite. That has been cut short. Played out to the left flank. Odegaard. Brilliantly cut out. That'll be a throw-in. Oh no, what has happened here? Messi.
Barcelona really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And that has put paid to that. And back to the goalkeeper. And he's intervened well there. Oh, that's a key interception. Yamal in acres of space out wide. And that was asking just too much of him. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Garnacho. Oh, well played. Modric. Can he spark a counter here?
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Lewandowski showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Odegaard. Hernandez. Hakimi. Bruno Fernandes. Yamal. That is good alertness. Hakimi. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Ah, that's a fine interception. Aimed beyond the defence. Garnacho. He's dealt with that really well. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. That's a little off target. Oh, super find. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Now it's Haaland.
Barcelona truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Garnacho. He's shifting through the gears here. Adams. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Alexander-Arnold. Hakimi. No, that's been intercepted. Bruno Fernandes. And the referee brings the first half to a close. And it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. He's had a hit! Messi, and he's been shifted off it. Alexander-Arnold. Messi. Modric. He's in plenty of space here. Van Dijk does really well to win the ball there. Koundé. Now that's well seen too. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Now it's Lewandowski. Can he get it through? Looking for the run. Oh, perfectly measured that. Garnacho. And the pass is intercepted. Still chasing the game, trailing by 1. And here's Messi. Oh, he's been flattened there. And it's slung out wide. And it's Ribery. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising.
Haaland really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di
Lewandowski.
80.607 spettatori.
Time and again they are repelled. And it's Ribery. Over to the left. Modric. Ribery. Hakimi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
Barcelona are definitely going about this the right way.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now. Milan are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Messi! Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Messi. Modric. It's Modric! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Well, nicely intercepted.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Messi. Alexander-Arnold.
Look, it's a run defence's dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
Cambio di giocatori.
Barcelona choosing to make the first change. Not the best distribution from the keeper. No way through. And it's Ribery. He's got away.
Modric really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
Well, that's a foul. Which side of the line is that? Barcelona really could have done without this. To increase the lead. Not much more than a formality.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
Milan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Rudiger. And Koundé. Just 5 minutes left. That pass has been well intercepted. Can he latch on to this? Oh, super ball. Can he finish? Yes! And they are pulling clear here. Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been obviously worked on the training ground. He knew exactly where he wanted the ball, and it all came good.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
No doubt as to who...
Great hit! It's any... Oh, he's been caught this time, surely! And it's in!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
That's at the end. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit, and those are very good qualities that might have got them something on another. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. The action has already started. Gently done. Played into space out wide. Oh, should really have made more of that.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
And we have our very first corner. decent hit! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Benzema is offering a wry smile there.
Corner number 2 then. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, the centre of midfield, Peter, is where battles are won and lost. So I see Rodri as a player who can dominate his midfield position.
And the keeper's given it a Lewandowski! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. Terrible error, duly punished. So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. De Ligt. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And he welcomes it in. Benzema. That is great defending, so alert. Benzema was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Could be danger here. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. Kovacic. Rudiger. Yamal. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Modric. De Ligt. And it's Modric. And there's green grass ahead of him. Hernandez. Rodri. Hernandez. Van Dijk. Hernandez. He's looking to set free a runner. Odegaard. Rodri. Yamal. And that could set him on his way. Oh, he's put a shade too much on that. Kovacic. And Koundé. Kovacic. He won't be happy with that one. Garnacho. Koundé. Nicely aimed pass. Camavinga. And it's Benzema. That's headed upfield. Alaba spots it and intercepts. Engages and forces him off the ball. De Ketelaere. Modric. Kovacic. De Ketelaere. Kovacic looking to get on the end of this. Yamal. It's a good run down the right. He is through here.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
De Ligt.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Koundé. Kovacic. Modric can see things others simply cannot. Mbappe. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Van Dijk. And here's Mbappe. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. De Ketelaere. Great chance! They've done it! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud, because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller.
Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner and he picked them off instead.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's a very good
There's the whistle for half-time. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each. Barcelona head into the dressing room after a half in which we've seen 2 goals, one each, and the game right on edge.
Se podrán ver en el marcador estadísticas detalladas sobre la primera parte. Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
So it's back to business.
Será sustituido por el dorsal 1.
Koundé, the most accurate pass. Barcelona come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage and it's time for them to use it.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Played back in. De Ketelaere. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, played right into his path. Oh, good ball. And he's away. In with a header! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Superb goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Courtois will lay claim to that. Still they trail, and time is ticking away. Alaba.
Barcelona may only be one behind, but they're showing much in terms of threatening parity.
Yamal could try cutting inside here. Rudiger. Barcelona still have the cards to affect this game. Oh, easy pickings there. Hernandez. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Camavinga. And it's Alaba. Kovacic looking to run onto it. Mbappe! Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Alaba. Oh, that looks a good ball through. Rudiger. And it's Modric. Great defending, strong and determined. Yamal. Koundé cuts it out. Yamal is offering some sort of an apology there.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Koundé. Van Dijk. Half an hour gone in the second half. Passing is crisp and sharp. Kovacic. Modric. Kovacic. Looking tidy in possession here. Mbappe.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Oh, perfectly measured that. Mbappe, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, well played, well played. Speculative strike. And that would have won it.
Well, he's definitely kept the side in the game then. That's really good positioning. They could have doubled their lead there.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 13, el dorsal 49, el dorsal 20. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 11, Messi, el dorsal 24, el dorsal 18.
So, third corner of the game. Modric with the short one. Koundé. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Rashford. Modric. Just 5 minutes remaining now. And it's Messi. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Barcelona need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
Alvarez promptly onto that, and that is that. Oh, he's found support out wide. Can he latch onto this?
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Now the finish! Oh, he's really drilled it.
Look, they don't come much better in terms of ball striking. It deserved a better result than that.
Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Modric.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He's shifting through the gears here. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. Action has already started.
Rummenigge really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Roberto Carlos. Oh, that's a key interception. It's run loose here. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's shifting through the gears here. He's had a hit. Now, who's going to be first to this? Shapes to shoot! And he was quick to react. Otto.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
Oh, that's fabulous.
Well, they won't be deterred from trying again, Peter. They have the bit between their teeth now.
It's loose now and they want to get it back. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Pinches it off him. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Oh, great chance! Barcelona still without a single shot on target. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped.
And Messi! It's run. Oh, it's fallen loose again! A real chance and a real let-off. And it's Belletti. And he's had a shot! And for a moment, time stood still. Rodri.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no...
There's the shot! He's keen, determined to have his say.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
And he's quick to snatch it back. Oh, sweet feet. Rummenigge. Hits one! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. In by Messi. That's a decent clearance. Short changes him with that pass. Can he put it away? Goal! There is the breakthrough. And it has to be said, an absolute gift. A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Oh, it's come loose. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Odegaard. Oh, easy pickings there. Otto.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And here's Rashford. Rodri. Ah, that's a fine interception. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Barcelona certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. That was probably asking just too much.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
And we have our very first corner. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Roberto Carlos. He's a sharp little ball here. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Oh, well played. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And the whistle goes for half-time. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And we are back on the way.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Oh, strongly challenged there. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Looking for the run. Sunset gets into some space. Roberto Carlos. And the shot! And that has fair fizzed.
Although just couldn't steer it on target. Everything else was up there.
Guerrero. Van Dijk. Bruno Fernandes. Rudiger. Rodri. Rashford showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Conte, the man synonymous with solidity. It's gone out for a throw-in. And it's Belletti. Conte gets a good foot in there. Lewandowski. Odegaard.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Kubo. Sunset.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He's got the shot away! No mistake! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Simplicity itself.
Yeah, the goal was really well worked. Look, the game is a constant search for space, and he found the pocket.
So that's two now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Será reemplazado por el dorsal 8.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Lovely feet. Otto. He's having a go! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Alvarez really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Alvarez! And again the keeper stands strong. It's their second corner of the game. Alvarez goes short. That's very neat. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Climbs up big! No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
Big chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
So, third corner of the game.
El dorsal 23.
Alvarez with the short one.
El dorsal 6.
Great hit!
El dorsal 4.
Oh, it's come loose.
Danilo.
He can get that clear. Now that's a lovely exchange.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Barcelona have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. And here's Dembele. He's got away. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Not much doubt about who's going to take this one. There's the hit! Yes! And they are pulling clear here. And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager...
Chance! Keeper's got his work done.
Yeah, that was a fantastic run, and it showed how brilliantly energetic he is.
So their fourth corner of the game. They've played it short, and it's Walker. Alvarez. He's picked his way through. Oh, what a climb! And that is a truly outstanding save. They're up to 5 corners now. And it's been taken short. And now they can spring out of defence. So, what can they come up with here? An opportunity then to pull clear here. Oh, it's a beauty! About as smooth as it gets. It is no contest. It is a landslide. A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Into the last 5 minutes. Good spot, he's seen the run. Rummenigge, and he's onside. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Conte, that's really nicely played. Odegaard. Walker gets a foot in here. Rashford is the guilty party there. Otto.
Habrá 6 minutos de descuento.
Nice control. That'll be a throw. That's really well cleared. And here's Kante. He is through here.
Oh, well played. He's taken...
And it's been given away. It's a goal kick. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Rummenigge. Dembele is flagged offside. And that will be the final act. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved.